gathers here. Beach Theme DIYs, Part 1. Happy birthday shell frame. Alright guys, for this DIY we're going to be needing a frame, some shells, and a hot glue gun. Make sure you have extra glue sticks just in case. So for this I'm going to use this big kind of brownish beige-ish frame, and I also printed out what I wanted the frame to say, which is Happy Birthday Anna, but in Spanish, and I just added some little starfish to make it look a little more decorative. And I also have a smaller one that says regalos, which means gifts in Spanish. So let's get into our DIY. So for this DIY, I started off by arranging the shells in the way that I would like them. You can border the whole entire frame with shells if that's what you'd like. I went with a little more of a dainty look, and I just hot glued them. For the sign in the middle, all I did was tape it down so that it wouldn't be moving when I prop up the frame. And I just think this is more of an adult way to say happy birthday instead of buying one of those big expensive signs. So that's what I did for this DIY. You can also add little details like this necklace. Kind of gives you like a pearl feeling. I just wanted it to be a little more feminine but still dainty. On into our guy frame. Again, just arranging the shells the way that you would like them. I still went with the edging on this frame, and I'm trying to get my camera to focus, but it won't. Sorry about that. So I just put the shells on the sides like I did with the other one, and I put Happy Birthday Jim, and with his I added like anchors and a little boat steering wheel just to give it a little more of a guy look to it. So to add a little more character to our frame, I just went ahead and added this burlap string to it because pearls is not really masculine. So I just tied a little lightsaber to the end of the string, and then I just put little knots in between, and I just went all the way across, putting little knots and then hot gluing it to the frame. I also went ahead and added to the end of the other side of the string, I added a little confetti fish, and I just think it looks really cute and masculine. So last little overview here guys of the two frames put together. I think this is a very adult way to say happy birthday. It doesn't take up a lot of space, and it actually looks pretty elegant, and I like it a lot. So I hope you guys are liking this DIY. We're going to move on to the next one right now. Moving on to our next DIY, which are just these cool letters. So let's get right on into it. So for this DIY, you're going to want to take the letter of whichever name you're going to be using. Also for this DIY, you're going to want to have some rocks, which these you can find them at the Dollar Tree. These are some that I had laying around the house that I hadn't used in a while. You're going to need a hot glue gun. You're going to need some burlap string. And last but not least, you're going to be needing some shells. So for this, all you're going to want to do is arrange your little pebbles and hot glue them as you go. You can also paint your letter so that you have a background color, but you don't have to. I didn't, and I just left it like this, and it came out pretty good. So this is how it looked after I hot glued it. You can also add a little shell to it so that you're getting that little beach theme. If you think it's too much, then you don't have to, but this is just how it turned out afterwards. Moving on into our masculine letter here, all I did was take the burlap and I just wrapped it around, and I just tied a knot so that I wouldn't have to hot glue it or take it apart and make a bunch of pieces. This way I can reuse the burlap string later on, and then I just glued little shells on top of it. Super simple, but it looks really nice. So that's it for part 1. Stay tuned for part 2. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to our channel and hit the thumbs up button too. We'll see you guys very, very soon. Like our next video. Bye, guys.